Hello, snowboarders of the internet. I'm your host, Avran LeFeber, and this is Top 5s, the only weekly Top 5 show in snowboarding. In this week's episode, we're going to be talking about the top 5 most underhyped snowboards going into the 2021-2022 season. That's right, these are boards that are super solid, but for some reason, the marketing just doesn't seem to be hyping them up as it should be. Now, I've ridden a vast majority of these boards, and well, I can tell you, while the hype isn't real, the ride is. Number 5, the Endeavor Ranger. Now, this board comes in at a lower price point, which I think is why it just doesn't get the hype. It's not going to be a moneymaker for Endeavor. But with that said, it is a super responsive, great riding cam rocker board. It's just a board that kind of sits in that underrated gem category that really lets you be versatile and ride it all mountain. It's one of those boards that's great for someone that's progressing or someone that is a high-end level rider that knows what they're doing but wants a more forgiving board. Number 4, the Capita Indoor Survival. If you look at the Capita lineup for this year, it's stacked. I mean, there's a lot of great boards in there, and they did do a lot of overhauling going into this season with decks. But when you look at their marketing story and what they're pushing, you got your Super DOA, you got your Mega Mercury, you got your Black Snowboard to Death. The Indoor Survival kind of just is there. It's not really being overly marketed, and it's a great riding board. It's got snap where you want it. It holds an edge. You can rail a carve with it. It's versatile enough for all mountain freestyle riding. And as such, I think people are just getting hung up on the whole Mega Mercury story, or they're getting hung up on the Black Snowboard to Death getting an overhaul, and they're not really looking at this Indoor Survival, which is just a solid mid-range board that's good for a vast magnitude of riders. Number 3, the Rome Freaker. This is Renee Renacongas' pro model, and basically it's a Warden on crack. It's got more snap in response to it, but it's still playful where you need it to be. It's got a unique shape to it. It's not a true twin. It's just a good board. But overall, when you look at what Rome's got going on, they're hyping Stale, they're hyping their unique shapes. The Freaker hasn't been getting as much hype as other boards in their lineup, and I rode it and it blew me away. It's basically everything I would have wanted in a progression of a Warden, just crammed into that shape, and it snaps so well. I've got a review of it coming out this fall, so hopefully the hype will build on this board, but right now I feel like it's slightly underhyped. Number 2, the Libtech Dynamo. Seriously, this board's absolutely friggin' amazing, but for some reason Libtech doesn't hype it as much as they should, and neither do other people that work in shops or in my position of media where we can tell you about boards like this. I'm even guilty of not hyping this board up because when I got on it, it's a blast. It rails a turn. It's easy to engage. It's got a good torsional flex to it that really lets you twist it and drive it when you want. It's all mountain versatile. This is a deck that I should be hyping more, and I hope to be hyping more, but right now it's still underhyped. It's guaranteed not to sell out, but for those of you that really want some good bang for your buck, the Dynamo is a deck you should be looking at. Honorable mentions, all great boards, but just barely didn't make it on this list. The Brosnell Resurgence, the Dinosaurs Will Die Balak, the Nitro T1. Seriously, all great boards, kinda underhyped. Probably should be selling more of these things to everyone out there, but they're not, and you should probably be checking them out. And the number 1 underhyped snowboard for this season is the K2 Instrument. I think K2's got a lot of hype going on with the fact that they killed off the worldwide weapon, so you get the geometric, the world piece. They're pushing the Manifest team, they're pushing the medium, but the Instrument is just a really good board at a great price point that's kind of an everyman's board, but it's not getting the love that it should. And I rode it, and this was by far one of the best K2 boards I've been on in a long time. I can't wait for the review to drop for you guys to check it out, but this board is severely underhyped, and it's just got such a versatile ride to it. It's just fun. It does well in POW, it does well on a groomer. You can take it in the park. It's versatile all the way around, and it's one of those boards that just, you get on it and you're like, wow, I feel like I've ridden this board 100 days, and yet it's brand new. To quote the late, great Kevin Hubb, my former partner, This is a highly sellable board. Kevin believes in it. And, well, you know, he died, so there's that. This has been my top 5 underhyped snowboards for 2021-2022. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Did I forget one? Leave me a comment down below. Let's have a conversation about this snowboard. If you're new here, remember to subscribe, click the bell, get those notifications. That way you're not missing any of the videos we got coming out for all you snowboarders on the internet. And if you really like what we're doing over here and you want to support us further, swing on over to Angry Snowboarder VIP and become a member. Sure, I could tell you more here, but I got a video over there that explains it so much better. As always, I've been your host, Avran LeFeber, and I'll see you in another video.